Okie dokie. We got a bunch of compasses to work with, and we just conveniently have the Sucene here. Unfortunately, we don't have much in the form of extra movement here, so I think I may have to just ignore this gold here. I'm gonna go ahead and go here and use the Explorer's Compass. Roll ourselves a die. We got a crit. So, this was another mistake I made. When you roll a crit on a roaming legendary, you can't, you do remove it from the board. Next battle that is fought using the gem tool is auto-resolved. Holy cow, that's amazing. That's the next battle that is fought using the gem tools. Okay, we can use that on a festival. We can use that on a festival. Because the festival uses a gem tool. Speaking of the festival, I mentioned playing with Kilgrave. We did at least 3 festivals. I feel festivals are okay for multiplayer, and single player it's pretty rough. Because generally when you're playing alone, you generally want to have a good variety team. And you don't usually get that if you're stacking multiple types, and you have to have multiples of the same type to actually do festivals, because you have to match the types with both your Pokemon. So it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, you can be discarded. I'm just gonna put you here to show that I have you. I don't think you have a type, right? Yeah, you don't have a toggle. But yeah, I think on my previous runs where I managed to roll a crit, I forgot to remove this guy. But that's okay. So yeah, we went. So we stopped here. This first movement was free because of the street, and I can go 2 or 1, and then I can place a decal because I haven't done it this round. Place 1 here because it's the same elevation. So I went 1, that's free, 2, and then 3 to here. But the question is do I actually have any multiples of the same type? What is the requirement for this? Must share the type you choose. So I actually still need to get a type. That's the problem. That is the issue, is I cannot actually get what I need. So I do want to take out a festival, because we can use that to get like any item. Because I can use it with a utility. Yeah, there's some items I can definitely play around with. So, I mean, I still should probably place this anyway, because there's not much else I can do. But I think we need to go a different direction. We can go back up here when we actually, or we can go towards a different thing. So no movement yet. Instead, we can go 1, 2, I can auto-resolve the fighting gem, but I don't exactly want to. But I don't think I have a choice. So I went 1, 2, 3, and then I can road to the fighting gem. Yeah, you know what? We'll just keep it simple. As much as I like, but I really want that festival. You know what? We're gonna go down here. But before I do that, I'll place a road down. So 1, 2. We'll place the road here. This is same elevation. It's just it has those little forest decal or forest things on top of them. And then 3 to here. Okay, sorry about getting all fumbled here. Okay, we are silver type, so this is going to be an auto resolve. And we can use that to get a dark move. And I think I want that chomp. 5 power, 5 power dark move, I think, is quite the thing. We already got the reward for it, so we're good on that front. Okay. Let's go ahead and end round. This guy is still hopping around. All right. I'm going to go ahead and spend a black apricorn on the shrine here. We get a keystone ball. Two. 3. We do have a compass. I'm going to go ahead and draw from this. It's a booby trap. Discard this booby trap when drawn. Okay. It's just going to get discarded. Okay, so we went 1, 2, 3. And I'll place a road decal back up this way and move back onto this tile. And then we will see what we can find. Search. Okay, on edge. I think I want that one. Get ourselves a ghost steel type, I think is a good call. I do like Snow Runt. Turns into like Glaceon, or not Glaceon, something, the one that gets like Snow Cloak or whatever. But yeah, fast ghost attack here is pretty nice. Though Gothita Hexed is actually pretty awesome. Yeah, Hex can do a lot of work. So what do you evolve into? You get Psybeam, and then you eventually get this mode. And has any quad weaknesses. It's definitely not bad. And then you evolve into this thing. And then turn into the shield convert thing. And then I already know about Snow Runt. Snow Runt turns into Frostlass in this thing. Frostlass tends to do pretty decent. But yeah, I think actually I want the Gothita. Yeah, I think that's the play here. Go ahead and return everything. Okay, we'll go ahead and hit end of round. So biggest problem right now is I still don't have any matching types. So unless this egg becomes something nice, I'm gonna have to just bite the bullet and do something else. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and place a road here. Go here for free. We'll spend a green. 2 of the stews you use this round are free. So I'll do infused stew for free, putting us at 17. And using the road, I can move this for free, and then I'm going to move here, see what this is. Perfect. So I went 1 step so far, because I'm using roads for everything else. So 1, 2, 3. See, I went 1. I could go back and go 2. Go down to here for free. I'll go ahead and use a compass. It doesn't spin the compass, it's just if you have a compass. And as far as I could tell, the thing here didn't actually... Yeah, it just says discard the booby trap. Okay, so I'll just draw again. Okay, 2 pink apricorns. So I went 1, 2, down to here for free. And then I can go 3 to here if I really want to, but I don't think there's any reason for me to. One, 2, back down to here, back up to here. 3, and you know what? I will go ahead and just do the Zesty Stew for free and go straight to here. Okay, and then we'll hit this thing, get another event. Immediately discard this card and you may raise or lower your alignment by 1. I will just raise my alignment by 1. Okay, I will go ahead and spend the 8 and explore. Dragon Gem. Oh yeah, you're the crafting one. Okay, you know what? Then I don't care about the festival anymore because I can just use you. I can just replace Rocket Ace if I need to. Okay, we'll go ahead and end round. So once per season. Once per season. So I can use you to essentially craft 4 things. Or I can just go and craft my own shit. Speaking of, can I craft my own shit? I need a black apricorn, which I threw away already. No worries. Okay, so we're over here now. Let's go 1 to here. Got another Diglet Cave. I'll go ahead and place a I might not worry about this trainer then, but I think the crafting may be better. So yeah, you know what? I'll bite that bullet. We'll do a road to here and just go straight to the fight. Oh, first, we need to do this. We can just click weak here. We get a Nickit, or Nickit, which is a dark type. So yeah, we're definitely not going to be doing festivals. Alright, so some things we can do with this is you can put decals on this thing. There should be one for egg. For tracking that stuff. And then since this thing is a, since we got yellow here, in fact we can use this to keep track of both. Because there's the +1/+1 version. So there you go, this will be +3, +3, and we'll get another +1 from Rocket Ace. Only has Shadow Dance, but it's got some really good stats. Okay. Anyway, we'll still fight this trainer though. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't have enough to do anything else at the moment. Cool. All right, we'll click this button. And then click this button. And then shuffle this, number 4. we have the psychic type. Or not the psychic, the poison type. Alright. I do resist... Oh, it only has a yawn. Well, I could just blow it up with electro balls. Yeah, none of these are resistant. Rock isn't resistant to electric. So yeah, we'll do Voltorb. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4. We outspeed. We have a 5 power Electro Ball because we have 8 initiative and a Safari Ball. Is there a Safari Ball Jake-Gal, by the way? Just out of curiosity. Yes, there is. Eat. The more you know. Alright, so 5 of these. Electro Ball, go. That does 7 damage, you're gone. Okay, Rock does, nope, nothing to there. Bulk Up is probably the most. Yeah, with Timber. None of them outspeed. And this one has the most health. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Timber. He does do gradual extra damage with Bulk Up, so we have 8 initiative, so we definitely outspeed. Here goes nothing. Explode. 6 damage. Alright, you are taken out. I don't think I've ever messed with Voltorb. I'm usually reluctant to use them because I always think they're just for explosions. And they've probably ruined a few Nuzlockes. Alright, we'll get 3 JP for this, which we will happily take. And then convert you over to Bridget. So I am going to get rid of the Rocket Ace, which means we do lose an HP for everything. But I think it's better. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get rid of Rocket Ace and get Bridget. We can always get him back, I think, with the 5 coins, though that's not really worth it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and use Bridget's ability. I'm going to spend 1 coin to craft something. So leftovers is good, but I think I want to take advantage of these utility cards, or the utility card that we do have, and so I'm going to go ahead and get a gift receipt. So what gift receipt does is whenever you use any battle card, you can roll, and you can actually potentially get the card back at the end of the battle. And then 1 time per battle, you may gain an additional action which you can use just for a utility card, which is very useful because things like potions and stuff require this. Also, I guess playing with Kilgrave, supposedly even when you're entering a battle, as long as it's not an active Pokemon, at least you haven't started sending out Pokemon, you can actually move your equipment around. So you know, the more you know. For right now, I'm just going to give it to Pidgeotto. You can have it. Okay, so that's all of that. We have no money, and we're in this state now. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and end round. Alright, at this point we need to get some stuff done. So let's get some stuff done. First things first, we're in a decal. We got a road to place. We'll place one there. Okay. So I will go 1. Okay, glad I delayed a little bit. We got some menagerie tickets, which we can have some fun with. At this point, I'm actually okay with doing the ability patch, so let's go ahead and do that now. Also, we actually have someone that can learn psychic moves, so we'll go ahead and put that on Gothita. 5 ability cards. Forgot to undo your sleep earlier. Okay, let's see what we can get. We do have Pickpocket. If this Pokemon does not have a held item and damage the target who does have one, you deal +2 damage. This one will heal whenever, or heals 1 damage at the end of its turns for each water type move known by itself and its opponent. Shed Skin. No one here can learn Dragon, or actually, we do have someone that can learn Dragon. Shed Skin. When this Pokemon would take a lethal blow, if able, reevaluate the attack by switching this Pokemon out and having a new Pokemon that switches in beat the target instead. Stench, no one can learn. And Comatose, this Pokemon always has the sleep status and gains +2 HP. All effects of sleep are ignored. So you just get... all effects of sleep are ignored. So you just get 2 HP? Let me check that. Alright, I'm just going to play it as written. I mean, it's all effects of sleep are ignored. So I'm assuming everything that's under sleep here, I ignore it, which kind of makes sense. Obviously, you can't remove the sleep anymore. And you also don't need to worry about removing your dice. There is disadvantage for having this, because sometimes enemies do get bonuses based off if you have status effects already on you, or in the case of certain moves that get stronger if they already have the same status effect that it usually inflicts. So there's drawbacks to that. So I'm liking the Comatose. Question is, who do I give it to? I kind of want to give it to Voltorb. I can't put it on Pidgeotto, which would be funny, at least not without a special item. There's an item that I think you can do it with, but I don't remember if it's a craftable one or not. But it would be kind of overkill, because then it would just be stuck with Twister. I'm thinking of giving it to Nickit. It's either Nickit or Voltorb, to be honest. Because I definitely would like to have a reasonably beefy character. +2 damage against targets that have held items. Yeah, I'm not feeling the water absorb, and I'm not feeling the Shed Skin. The Shed Skin can be interesting, but usually it just ends up killing a different Pokemon. The only person that, Pickpocket can be learned by Gothita and Nickit. Comatose is just flat +2 HP, and I definitely have no complaints about that. And if it allows it to stay alive longer to do things like Electro Ball, that's also nice. We'll just put on Nickit. So Nickit's going to get 2 extra HP. I mean, it's either, if I'm not going to Pickpocket, but that's only useful in certain fights. Yeah, I'll go Comatose. We'll go 2 HP. Oh yeah, we need to kill like a boss, don't we? Probably should consider that, actually. And in that case, then yeah, I think I would actually want the Pickpocket. There's definitely a lot of bosses that have items on them. So yeah, I think that'll be the plan. We'll have this and just never give an item to Nickit. We just need to give him a better move. Okay. Sorry about all that. We just finished our trainer battle. Oh no, we didn't finish our trainer battle. We went on this thing. So I went 1. I can go 2 to here. And I see what I was hesitating about. I was considering going to the Black Apricorn tree and seeing if we can do a strong Mon. We do have a Keystone Ball to make that happen. We still have to survive, but it may be something we can do. And then if we do that, that'll guarantee we can do extra damage to fully fatigued enemies. To be honest, I think I'm not that big of a rush to get Worker upgraded. So let's just get our dragon fight in. So with that, we have the Susine here. The next battle that is fought using a gym tool is auto-resolved. So with that, we don't even need to worry about this fight. We will just win it. And we'll get 3 JP. I will go ahead and turn it on because we do need to specify which gem we just completed. So dragon. What we need to do here is we need to stand on top of it and hit ready. Okay, so we got our boss fight. I got my 3 JP already. We're going to get a coin, a TM, and a card from here. Honestly, the surprise attack was not too shabby. And I tend to stumble upon... Oh, actually, yeah, we'll do a surprise attack. Okay. Okay, so got our coin, got our JP, got our TM, got our card, and we need a badge up. Cool, got our first badge. And then we get to explore, so we'll explore there. Team Rockets, and we have an arena with those things. Oh, we have a sleeping Snorlax here. Okay, we can do things with that. Okie dokie. I don't think I have enough to Pokeflute though. Pokeflutes cost a lot. 444. We were missing a blue. Alright, cool. We did our Explorer. I'm not going to spend any JP because we're going to need to evolve some Pokemon soon. So yeah, we'll go ahead and hit end of the round. We go up a season. I can spend a coin to go ahead and do Bridget's ability again. I'm going to go ahead and tap it to show that it's been used for my sanity. And for right now... do a Focus Sash. Focus Sash, Crisis Power. Or we could do Life Orb. Just blow myself up. That has potential. Life Orb, Volt Orb. Yeah, let's do Life Orb, Volt Orb. This is going to just kill this guy, but it'll be hilarious. Okay, so we got that going for us. Oh yeah, we had Menagerie tickets. I didn't spend any. We can teach a fighting move if we care to. We don't. And I don't care about getting a Quaxley. Actually, getting a Quaxley would be interesting. Purely just because of yellow. So that might be something to consider in the future. But for right now, I'm not going to worry about it. We have a little while before we pop more of these anyway. And I'm better off just waiting for later Mons anyway. Okay, so with all that said and done, what is the plan? So I could go 1... 1, 2, 3... back to here to 4. And maybe move some more. We don't have any zesties. I would like to get these tokens before I leave. So yeah, we'll go ahead and move here for free because of the road. Also, I don't remember if I actually used a road last time, but that's okay. Okay, can we talk about these Diglets and how they're kind of aerating the earth right now? Alright, we'll go ahead and do a decal here. I'm going to put one here. Use that to move for free to here. I have plenty of compasses, so I will use one. And get 3 yellows. And then, so I went 1, that was free, 2, one, 2, 3. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and just move 4 to here. Okay. Because what we can do here is we can hit the ice gem, and then we can go and do a mystery dungeon and see where that puts us. And that'll hopefully get us a little bit of ground. Alright, so yeah, I'll end my turn here, unfortunately. Which is going to get us a event card. Immediately discard this to spin the slot 3 times. Okay, first spin. Second spin. Third spin. Nothing. Okay, am I going to explore? No, end round. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to place a decal here and go free movement all the way to here. Spend a pink to get a shrine. I will get 2 blacks because it's literally any type. Yep, just gives me 2 of any type. So with that, we can actually do more crafting if we ever need it. Also, what gave me 3 blues? I thought it was short some. No, seriously, what gave me 3 blues? Okay, I'm just going insane. I literally drew it from over here when I flipped it over. Got it. Anyway, so we moved a bunch of free times because of the roads, and there's no limit of how many times we can use the roads. Yeah, they don't expend movement, so I spend no movement. We'll go back to here, and we have a compass, so we'll go ahead and draw whatever this is. It's a black. Thank you for the black. I have no money, so I can't do any crafting, really. We're going to go ahead and move here. So we're back to here with no money. And then I'm just going to go... Also, why'd this thing fall over? Wait, where was this thing? I think it was over here. Give me a moment. Okay, it was supposed to be over here. Cool. Going insane. Let's go here. Gym battle. I didn't even look at this thing. What are we up against here? This will be an ice gym. Rock, ice, normal, and ghost. We have a fighting type that can endure most of this. We also have Voltorb, and we have a Nickit. The Nickit can't do much. In fact, let's go ahead and do a TM. We'll spend 10. And draw 3 of these. Jaw Lock. Power Whip, which none of us can learn. No one can do grass. We do have superpower. During this attack and when next attack, you status symbols will wreck you. Which we could put on Crabawler, or we could put on Totodile. We have Chomp for that, so... Oh yeah, we have Totodile, we have Chomp. Let's just get... let's go ahead and grab Jawlock, so we at least have something for Nickit. What do you evolve into? You get Sucker Punch. Yeah, then I don't really need anything. I mean, I guess I can get superpower. That might be just what I have to get for now. Yeah, it'll have to be on the Totodile, though. But I would like it to be on someone that's actually going to be around for a little while longer. You know what? We'll put it on Totodile. Give it superpower. It's either that or I just let it let this be a miss. I mean, with the thing's HP, it's going to die immediately. Because status symbols and criticals doing extra damage. It's pretty much guaranteed. Yeah, it also moves slower. Yeah, it's just not an option. Yeah, I think I'm not gonna grab one of them, and we'll just take the refund. Still uses the thing here, but that's okay. We do have another TM though, but I think I'm gonna wait on using it, and we'll see if we can get something better. All right. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get this ready. We need to hit the ready. Okay, ready up. And then we will shuffle this, shuffle it again. We are starting with Vanillite, which has a ghost move, but does have Icicle Shower as well. So just ice moves. Ghost doesn't do anything extra. I also just want to do Volt Orb and just explode. I mean, the other option is I go Pidgeotto. I'll get hits by the Icicle Shower pretty badly, though. And getting frozen kind of sucks. Yeah, whoever I tag in is going to get frozen. That's just guaranteed. But Voltorb... I mean, I can definitely explode something with Voltorb. Something will die if I throw out Voltorb. And then I can just Uproar afterwards. Alright. And if we end up getting Swinub, we would be able to use Totodile. Potentially. Yeah, getting frozen sucks. There's not really much I can do about that. Funny enough, if they do a tag in, most damage would be Vulpix. So Swinub would actually no, it would tag in Swinub because Swinub's the only one that can survive an Electro Ball. Yeah, you know what? We'll start with Voltorb. It's gonna end up killing itself, but that's fine. Alright, Voltorb. You have a Life Orb, which is gonna get used. You don't control this, it's always when it can be used, it is used. So it's going to do 2 damage at the end, which I'm fine with doing now. It's going to do +2 strength on this move. Yep, so we're up to 7 on Electro Ball. And we're just going to blast this thing. $5 damage exactly. I can work with that. So this is taken out. It's going to bring in Swinub. It's going to have +1/+1 because of Trump card. And then we still go first. We outspeed. And we're just going to do an Uproar. So 3 dice for this. Yeah, we don't have a matching type or anything like that. Okay. Alright, this will do 3 damage. Or sorry, I'll do 4 damage because statuses. Putting it at 3. And then I'll go ahead and use the weak charge to go ahead and attack again with Uproar. So as long as I roll 1 crit. Or I can roll 3 statuses. Did I do that right? Oh, actually, I didn't need to roll a crit. I was guaranteed kill. So yeah, I did earlier. It was a symbol, regular hit, and a crit. So that's 4 damage because I get 1 from statuses. Putting it down to 3, and then this attack did 3 statuses for 3 damage, which will take it out. Cool. And if it was still alive, we could have done a surprise attack. Okay, cool. That was an easy win. Okay, good job, Voltorb. Yeah, we have no extra health. Alright. So, goes to this thing. As for our card, I kind of want the egg. Yeah, I want the egg. I know we don't have exactly a lot of turns left. Well, we have half our turns left. I want the egg. So the egg will give us some new options. I'm not feeling the Craballer. To be honest, I'm not even feeling the Totodile, but at least it has Chomp. And it at least has, well, actually, Chomp doesn't be that useful. As much as it does mean I'm dropping a Safari Ball, but I think that is fine. Let's drop Craballer first. And we'll do Safari. Make sure this thing is up to date. I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. We'll take out Crabrawler. Grab this. So, in 4 rounds, we'll have ourselves another Supermon to play around with. You get discarded. We get a TM again. We get a coin again. We get 3 JP again. And, of course, we get a badge up. So that should be everything. Alright. Yeah, we got our card already, TM, Pokecoin, and that. Also, if you click next, it makes this thing go away. Okay, we do get a free Explore because we just wrecked shit. So I'm going to go ahead and... we can explore this way. Yeah, we'll explore this way. Water gem. And no other fancy things. Okie dokie. So that's our second badge. I've already placed roads down. We're good on that front. Don't have enough money to do much yet. Alright, let's go ahead and click end around. Okay, I've got Ho-Ho over there. One, two, three, 4. Okie dokie. So I think I'm going to do Mystery Dungeon. Unfortunately, we did get rid of a Pokemon during this. Which isn't the end of the world. Yeah, actually, I don't want to do Mystery Dungeon in that case. We could do a Fighting Gym. I'll be somewhat beefy. The Hitmonchan is a problem. I don't have any... Fairy is strong against fighting, so we have that going on. But we do also have a Steel type. Fighting is not very effective against Fairy. It's also not good against flying, but I also have Normal type. But Voltorb can still destroy them all. So we got that for us. Alright. I mean, we can give it a shot. If we fail, it's not the end of the world. Alright. So we need to get all the way to the Fighting Gym then. So I could go, what, 1, 2, 3. I can almost reach. I was trying to hit, well, I don't need to hit. I mean, getting level 5 affection would be nice. I can also go and grab some... Well, I don't need pinks, I need whites. Alright, we'll just go 1, place a road down. I mean, it's either I go 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's still not going to be enough. Yeah. So 1, and then we can go here, 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 here. I'll spend a black, draw another one of these, get another keystone ball. It's like it wants me to capture things. But that's not the plan anymore. 1, and then 2, and then 3 to here. Okay, and then I say we just yellow this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just yellow this and see what happens. Alright, fighting gym. Alright. Third slot, so unfortunately we're gonna get the buffed up moderates, which is gonna be a little dangerous. Alright, we got Medite, which has Calm Mind, and then of course we got Dash Grab here. Alright, 5/5, huh? Should I just go flying and just go all in on that? Yeah, flying might be the play. Dark is not very good against fighting. I don't have any psychic. Yep, Pidgeotto. Alright, oh, also flying is actually good against Medite. If this move is super effective, you do 2 extra damage. Okay, so I can just one-shot this guy. Alright. Potentially one-shot. I need to roll 1 hit. That is 2 hits. Alright, so it's going to be +2 for super effective, then +2 for gust. So 6 damage in total, we'll take it out. Alright. Hidden Punch does the most damage. I'm just seeing who... Yeah, and you outspeed. So 2 badges. It outspeeds me now. It's going to do a Hidden Punch, essentially Thunder Punch. And essentially blast me out of the sky. Not much I can do about it. 6 damage, I'm alive. Okay. Give me 1 moment. Okay. So bad news is I can't, even with a paralysis, it'll still be a speed tie. So I may just do Gust and see if I can just wipe it out. I could do Crisis Power at this point, and it may actually be better off doing it because I just don't get that many opportunities to trigger it. So let's do Crisis Power, and this will give us +1 strength, or yeah, +1 strength on all of our moves because we're below half. So we'll be rolling 3 for Gust, and we'll be doing +4 damage. And if I can get 1 status, I can do a surprise attack afterwards. I can also potentially just do Potion and heal for 6, but Hidden Punch is just going to hit me again. Alright, that does 7 damage, putting it down to 2. And unless I do a reroll, There's not really much else I can do besides pop a heal. Oh, also, when a active card after any utility card is played, roll an attack die on a status or a crit. Return that card to the person played at the end of the battle. So I'm going to go ahead and just click this button. Okay, this card will come back. I will go ahead and also do this effect. Once per battle, I can go ahead and just use this and heal for 6. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I was at 1, so I should be at 7. There we go. And then I'll roll again. This one does not come back. Alright. So, got that going for us. This guy is going to hit us back with Hidden Punch. Uh, 6 damage. And with that, we win the battle. So this will go back into our hand. And we take out Hitmonchan. I think we would have been okay regardless. It would have only been regular damage against Voltorb. That being said, if any crits were rolled in the rest of our hits, it would still be pretty dangerous. But yeah, even with the paralysis reducing 3 initiative, it would be a speed tie, which we wouldn't win. Okay, cool. First time I've ever used gift receipt. I saw Kilgrave, sorry. I was like, his name is something. Kilgrave used it, and it was kind of nice to use. Alright. Just making sure I didn't miss anything, because it's my first time using it. Yeah, I rolled a crit, so I got the battle card back, but I didn't for the other. Okay, cool. Get our 3 JP, get our card from the magazine. We can get another heal if we want it. Or we can get an ability patch. By the way, this is only during battle, right? Yeah, it's only while the user is active. Yeah, I don't think it will work for ability patches because I'm not sure actually. Gift patches are kind of weird. I'm just gonna get another potion, to be honest. This is actually useful to have. So we'll get a potion. We'll get 3 JP, putting us at 21. Gain a coin. And we'll get a TM. And we'll get our badge up. Just return you. And then next you. And then we do get an explore. So let's explore. So that's Surge's balloon. Oh yeah, we need to probably consider who to go up against. Okay, oh yeah, we fought N last time. He just does random shit. And I got pretty unlucky last time I fought him. Let's just explore and we'll just go in that direction. Blue. I think I fought him. I think I fought him with Kilgrave. You're the yeah, the one with star shields. Okay, and there's also a bug gem in this direction, so yeah, blue might be an option for us to fight against. We do need to, of course, figure out a boss to fight, and it'll probably be our last battle for our last badge. At least that's the plan. I'm okay with spending an explorer's compass and a coin to also explore again. We'll use it over here. Expand the map as much as we can. Green, you're the one that, I'm pretty sure you're the one that was the healing one. Okay, and a flying gem and a whole lot of stuff. And a Pokemon Snap. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and end the round, I think. And this will get us to the next season. Yes, it will. So we can now spend another coin to get a free craftable held item. So we're going to go ahead and use that to get... we'll hold off on that. Lilligant. Fighting grass. And you don't evolve. So I probably will leave you alone. Alright, well, we can evolve our Pokemon, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll start with Pidgeotto for 7, bring it down to 14. This will give us access to Roost, which definitely saw use of my other playthroughs. We'll drop Gust. It did do its job. Okay, those are all correct. Bye-bye Gust. Oh, and then +3 initiative. Okay. And then we are going to go ahead and evolve Nickit, so you can actually do something. Okay. And then 1, 2, 3. I like to make sure the numbers are correct. So 10, 12, can't evolve any further, but that's still pretty good stats. Those are good numbers. And then we can go 7 for this thing. I've used this one before. So we got Gothorita, which has psychic moves, which will go well with the Lunar Feather we have here. So now it has a 4 strength Psybeam. Not too shabby. And then, as for the crafting front, honestly, what would I get? Oh, we can Oval Charm? I've never used an Oval Charm before. Once instantly hatch an egg on your team. So, yeah, why not? 4, 4, 4, so... Oh, actually, I mean, if I want to use the Poke Flute. Question is, do I care? It'll get us Mega Pidgeot, which has Hurricane. That might be a play. Okay. Tricky Charm is not bad. Substitute is also not bad. Let's go ahead and I'll spend the coin to get a focus. Oh, actually, scope lens? That's the one that lets me just do true damage, right? Yeah, it will let me essentially do 1 true damage hit. Alright, well I can think on that. I'll put a break here in BRB.